what the business is. So I was scrolling on the tube and I seen this video called How to Communicate with a Rebellious Teenage Dog Who Just Needs Direction. I give his ass some direction. Rebellious dog. Nigga, my goddamn hand is rebellious, nigga. Whoop that motherfucking dog ass. Shit. Nigga, I didn't say beat him. I said whoop his ass. That's all he need. Wrong with you? Rebellious dog. Nigga, please.
Ranger and the Gentle Leader is an excellent example of you have to know when to adjust your strategy. You have to know when to change your approach. You have to know when something just isn't going to work, and you have to come at things from a different...
First of all, nigga, I can see your first flaw. Why you got this dog on a muzzle leash? Huh? Are you scared of him, bro? Bro, put a harness on that nigga and drag him if he don't walk. Simple.
Your approach, you have to know
he gonna figure it out one way or another. He gonna be like, damn, it's either I'm gonna walk or this nigga gonna drag me. Shit, I ain't got no option. I might as well just walk. Fuck.
Something just isn't going to work, and you have to come at things from a different angle. Now, a huge part of this was I didn't want to put the owner, who is an elderly woman, in this position of having to keep fighting Ranger over the Gentle Leader. Now, that is the downside to this tool, is dogs will typically fight it, they'll resist it. It's a little uncomfortable, they don't like it. However, there's a certain level of fight that I'm willing to go through. However, with Ranger, it just wasn't it. I don't want to put this owner in the position of having to do this with a big, strong German Shepherd who is already...
Big, strong, my ass, bruh. Any animal that live in your house, never fear it, my nigga. Never fear it. You brought that animal in your crib, bro. I don't care if it was a big cane corso. That nigga will get knocked out if he come at me. I'm telling you, dog. A big, fierce, strong German Shepherd. Nigga, why you think humans are the superior race? We're stronger. If that dog come at me, he gonna meet his maker. Simple.
Already showing a little bit of resistance. So, thankfully, Ranger was actually really good on a leash. The only reason we were going to use the Gentle Leader was because I wanted to give this owner as much leverage as possible to be able to keep Ranger focused, because he generally doesn't care about things in the environment. He's not reactive to dogs, but birds and squirrels he likes to chase. So I figured it would be a good tool to set this owner up with, so that way when he does see those things in the environment, she could easily handle him, easily redirect him, easily keep him focused. But you could see he's resisting to the level where, you know, in my mind, it reached a point where I said, okay, this isn't working. Let me just go back to how I had it before, where I turned the leash into a slip lead. And then she had told me that they actually have a prong collar. So, because I don't normally use prong collars, but the whole idea was to be able to...
What is a prong collar? That sounds like a collar that stabbed them in their neck. What is a prong collar for a dog?
A prong collar, also known as a pinch collar, is a training collar for dogs that has metal prongs on it that point towards the dog's neck. When the dog pulls on the...
What the fuck? Oh, you niggas is evil. I said a good ass whooping, not... what is you trying to do? Who is really buying that for their dog? Are you serious, gang? A prong collar, a shock collar? You don't need none of that, my nigga. All you need is an authoritarian type of persona, my nigga. You gotta scare that nigga while he a puppy. I ain't gonna lie, hey, it might sound mean, but you gotta invoke fear in that nigga heart while he's a puppy, he or she. So that when they get bigger, they already know, man, hey, I ain't finna try this nigga here, boy. I try this nigga here, I might lose it. You feel me? And I ain't talking about lose a limb, nigga. I'm talking about lose your life. I don't play with animals.
Give as much leverage to this owner as possible with this dog. So we put on...
But I love him, though. But you can't play with him, man.
With a prong collar at the end of the session. I didn't record it, but I think that will be perfectly fine. That should give this owner enough leverage to be able to walk this dog. Now, I've said this before, so if you're new to my channel, one thing I want to point out is a lot of people think prong collars are, you know, God's gift to getting a dog good on a leash. And what I want to convey to people is that
that's abusive.
You know, you may put the prong collar on the dog and it walks better, and you think the problem's solved, but if you take the prong collar off and the dog goes right back to the pulling and the chasing and the reactivity that it had before, then the prong collar did not solve anything. It's a band-aid. But with this owner in particular, I just wanted a tool to give her more control, more leverage, and to make it easier for her to guide Ranger where he needed to go.
Come on. Come on. Come. There you go.
See, he a good boy, man. He a good ass dog, man. He just need an owner that's not playing that bullshit. See, that's a good boy, man. Man, that dog, ain't nothing wrong with that dog. Ain't nothing wrong with that dog. You walking that dog on a collar, that's what's wrong. Something wrong with you. Put a harness on your animal. Would you want somebody to put something around your neck and drag you by your neck? Put a harness on your animal, gang. Look, man, that's a good dog, man.
Every time he goes to smell, I just kind of pull his head back up.
Man, let him smell, man. That's like his phone.
Smell or run in the grass.
Okay.
I want him to focus on walking. Pay attention to me. You may be better off with the prong collar on this one.
Yeah.
This one.
That's what I like to see, man. That's a good dog, man. Yeah.
Because he's not really pulling a lot, and he doesn't seem to care so much about anything in the environment. So
he is his house. He does, if people come by or walking dogs and that, he barks and worries about it.
Okay. You mean when you're walking?
So when people walk by, he barks and all that shit like that? Well, it really ain't nothing you can do about that, my nigga. That's just a dog, gang. As long as that nigga not trying to charge, let him be all bark and no bite. Who give a fuck? Honestly, my nigga, that's his way of communicating, bro. They go fucking days without talking, my nigga. Their way of talking is barking. So when they see another dog, just let them bark. As long as that nigga ain't trying to bite. You feel me? Now, if he trying to bite, that's a whole different story. That's when you got to bring that old trusty right or left hand out. You feel me? Either or. If you're ambidextrous, nigga, you can bring out both of them. Fuck it.
Yeah. Not when I'm walking. If he's in the
in the house. That's right. Okay, and that's fine. We can handle that.
Yeah.
But when you're on a leash,
usually they don't bother him.
Yeah. Okay.
He just goes by and.
Okay, perfect. Then the prong collar should be all right, because the only thing you're having an issue with is the pulling. You should be okay with that. Because he's responding really well to if I just redirect him a little bit, just like that. He's doing okay with it.
Yeah.
What you want to do? See, I'm only giving him just a little bit of leash, so I want to keep him next to me, but I also want to make sure I relax my arm. And so I only apply pressure or give him a little bit of tension when, say, if he goes to use his nose, I pull up a little bit.
See, you just being a bitch. Nigga, you are being a hoe, my nigga. When you look down at your phone, do somebody pick your chin back up? No. Gang. First of all, you walking that dog all the way wrong. Why are you walking that dog to where he got to be right up on your hip? Nigga, get him a little leeway, gang. That's what they got the leash for. Loosen that leash up, give him a little leeway, let him sniff the ground, but teach him. You can sniff the ground for a matter of 1 to 2 seconds, because I'm not finna stop walking. Don't let this leash tug. If it tug, your ass will get tugged with it. and trust and believe the dog will eventually learn. I got 1 to 2 seconds to sniff whatever I need to sniff before this leash tug the hell out of me. So I might need to hurry up. There is no such thing as a bad dog, gang. There is a such thing as an owner that don't want to give an ass whooping though. I believe animals need ass whoopings. The double A. Come on, gang. They just like kids. I ain't saying abuse. I ain't saying beat. I'm just saying a good old A whooping, man. That's all it is. 1, 2, 3 love taps. That's all they need, man. But man, this was how to communicate with a rebellious teenage dog. I just wanted to see a little clip because I was like, how can a dog be a rebellious? Like, gang, are you serious? You just a hoe. But man, y'all know how I get though, dick. Fuck women, don't fuck without me, bitch. I'm gone.